Do you sometimes feel like your content is missing the right energy? Well, maybe you need to work on your audio mixing skills. Depending on what type of content you're creating, the complexity level of your audio mixing will obviously change. But let's stick to a simple video production in this beginner's course. Audio mixing is basically just putting different sounds together and having them sound good. It's a good practice to find a cool music to play in the background and feel the silence between dialogues, but don't just stop there. You can use multiple tracks to support the mood of the video, and you can use different sound effects too. But don't overdo it. Also, don't just smoosh everything together and hope for the best, because you'll end up with a lot of noise and that's it. Here are some settings you're gonna want to play around with. You can find them in the Fairlight or Audio tab, but they are easily accessible in the Edit tab as well. First, audio levels. This is nothing more but volume of the individual audios. Usually you want to set it so the voice is louder than the background music, etc. You can also use keyframes to make it gradually go louder or quieter. Next, Equalizer. This one looks a little bit complicated, but just know it is there to help you blend the audio recordings together. It can adjust certain frequencies, such as bass or treble, so it sounds more natural with the other tracks. And as always, the only way to learn this one is to play and experiment with it. Another cool setting is Pan. In this one you can divide and move the audio from left to right. You can easily hear it when listening through headphones. This can create a first sense of depth and movement in your video. On top of that, there are plenty of audio effects you can play around with and see what fits best. You can get rid of noise, create echo, adjust pitch. Seriously, there's a lot of them, so just go and play around with them. And the last basic setting we're gonna cover is compressing. You'll find it right here in the Audio tab. What this does is make sure nothing is too loud or too quiet. You can adjust it and even out the dynamic range. So there you go, all the basic stuff you need to know about audio mixing in your videos. Now go and play around with what you've learned. Good luck and happy editing. See ya!